Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and this is a shopping haul. If this is the first time you've been here, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer and a subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back, and your support means such a lot. As those of you who have been watching me for a while will know, I'm trying to shop as local as I can. We've got a little shop not very far away that's quite well stocked, but I think I am going to have to do a big shop maybe every 3 or 4 weeks, and this is one of those. So this time it's a Morrison's shop, and I don't normally go there, so I just thought I'd do it as a bit of a different experience, and I've been quite pleased with the food that I got in the haul, so we'll have a look at it in a minute. If you are already a subscriber, as I've said, thanks very much, and if you're not, perhaps you could consider clicking the subscribe button so that you can see my meals of the week, hauls and recipe videos. Okay, so here's the sweep of what I bought. It is quite an expensive shop, and I think that things are just getting more and more expensive actually. So this was £152.98. Now some of this is stuff that's going to last quite a while, so I don't mind spending that much, and also some of the meat will go into the freezer, and I've bought 3 lots of milk, lacto-free milk, because I just can't get that locally. So anyway, let's have a look at what we bought. Okay, so the first thing is, and I've not been able to get free range chicken for quite a while, so it's really good to be able to get this. So I've got a free range whole chicken. I'm going to roast that and do some other things with it as well. And then I've got a couple of packs of 3 free range thighs. They're in massive packets, so I'm going to separate those out and put them into bags before I put them in the freezer, I think. Then I've got some sausages. These look quite nice. They're not actually low fat sausages, but because they're quite thin, they're quite low in calories individually. I think 60 something calories. Then here's the lacto free milk. Yes, so this is what we choose, and it always has a long date on it, so I bought 3 packs. Then some unsalted butter, that is for baking, and then this is our spread of choice. So we're not quite out of it, but they don't sell it locally, so I've just bought a pack for the fridge. Then a couple of yogurt choices, so some Activia low-fat yogurt, and I bought this thinking it was a low-calorie option, and it wasn't, so my husband's having that. Then some Greek yogurts. This is the 0% fat-free. I think you say that farge rather than farge, but anyway. Some Laughing Cow triangles. I really like those. They're only, I think they're 25 calories each, and I like that on toast. And then a couple of blocks of cheese. I haven't been able to get red Leicester for ages, so I got a block of red Leicester, and I also got a block of extra mature cheddar as well. We are eating quite a bit of cheese at the moment. Then I've got some steak mince. So this is the 5% fat mince which we use, and then just because it looked really nice, I've just bought this Brussels pate with caramelised shallots, and that's actually 2 little packets. Yeah, and I thought I was going to use it to stuff mushrooms, but I didn't. That's why I'm pointing to the mushrooms there. Then some frozen fruit, because we can't always get them, so I got some strawberries, some blueberries, and also this berry smoothie mix, but I won't be making smoothies with it. I can't stand smoothies. And then some fish pie mix, so I'll make a fish pie. This is just ridiculous how much air is in that bag, but maybe that's just how they do the fish pie mix, I don't know. Some garden peas as usual, they're always a good stalwart for the freezer, and some blueberries, and we tend to put these again onto cereals or into yogurt or whatever. Then some olives. I'm finding olives really hard to get as well, so this is olives with feta, so we'll see what those are like. And then some sandwich meat, some carved roast beef. That looked quite nice, I thought, and there's 8 slices, so quite a few there. And also a couple of packs of ham, because if you bought two, you got that for £4.50, which I'm sure has gone up in price by even maybe £1 or something. I don't know. Anyway, some mushrooms and some peppers for salad, and some tomatoes as well. These look nice, these little sweet plum tomatoes. Although, as I've subsequently come on to use them, some of them have got some little strange black spots on. A cucumber. I really hate the fact that they put cucumbers into polythene. There's just no need for it. And then some spring onions, and then a couple of packs of chantenay carrots, which are very tasty and quite sweet. And then a pack of Morrison's own white potatoes, because they look nice. And our usual apple and black currant squash. We use a lot of that. Then Alpro coconut milk, and we use that on cereals, so that's always good to have in the fridge, and it's long dates. And some brown onions, because, well, if you've got a bag of onions, in my opinion, you can make a meal. Some plums. These are some sweet plums, and hopefully they'll be nice. I can't remember whether I said the pack of red peppers, but there they are. Then a pack of red split lentils. These are just so useful in curries or to add to casseroles. And then some coffee, that's the sort I use in baking. I hate coffee, actually. And then some Morrison's baked beans. These are actually my beans of choice, which are Branston baked beans, and I like them better than Heinz. Then coffee for the machine for my husband. As I've just said, I really don't like coffee. I think it's disgusting, but he likes it. And then I saw these, which are rich beef stock pots, and I'm not sure whether they're any different to the normal stock pots, but I thought I'd give them a whirl. They do actually look darker, so perhaps it's like a different recipe. I got some fairy dishwasher tablets. Now, I usually use the Aldi ones, but I haven't been to Aldi, so obviously I couldn't get those. And then this is my tea of choice, which is Twining's English breakfast tea, and very nice that is too. And then some conditioner for fine flat hair, which is basically what I've got. For the last maybe 4 or 5 years, I've had really short hair, and I'm trying to grow it, and now's a good time to grow it, I suppose. Then some Sensodyne toothpaste, and then some the most expensive allergy tablets in the world, but they hadn't got any other ones, so I had to get those. And then some Sanex deodorant for my husband. Again, they didn't have the normal brand. And then a couple of packs of hand wash, because we are completely out on one of the sinks, and almost out on one of the others as well. Then in terms of snacks, we've got some cheese puffs this week, and some ready salted crisps, which I've been enjoying at the moment. I don't like the Walker's ones very much, so I got own brand. And then some lentil curls, and also some hula hoop puffs, which are really nice and only 72 calories a pack. And then some kitchen foil and some coriander, because I've really missed having fresh herbs. If you've been following the greenhouse thing, then I've actually got some herbs to plant, so hopefully I will be growing my own. Some pickled onions, because I love them, and then some Italian cherry tomatoes, because I just thought they looked more interesting than normal tomatoes. Then some of our usual low sugar granola. It's I don't think I picked it up enough, but it's 4% sugar. And then I couldn't get the other snowballs or Tunnock's tea cakes, which was horrifically horrible not getting those. But I've got these 14 mini snowballs, and I got 2 packs because they were 2 for £3. I think they're 52 calories each. You're not just going to eat one, are you? Let's face it. Some corned beef, and another lockdown essential, a Terry's chocolate orange, because just why wouldn't we treat ourselves at the moment? Then some Schweppes for treating ourselves with gin or vodka or whatever, and then a loaf of bread, which is the bigger size than I would normally have, and I'll just put some of that in the freezer. Then a bottle of cider, which is the Henry Weston's vintage cider. I think that's from Herefordshire and it's really nice. And also for Friday, we're trying to have make Friday a bit of a different day, just to celebrate the fact that weekend is here. So we have a fire pit, and we also have a bottle of bubbles, but obviously not champagne. We're not that rich. And then we've got some salted caramel rice cakes and some mint rice cakes with chocolate on for my husband, who has to have a gluten-free diet. And then some Genius steak pies. These are gluten-free and they were okay. And you'll see that on Meals of the Week looking gorgeous because I dropped it just as I got it to the plate. But I've shown you anyway. We've got to be real, haven't we? And then a gluten-free cob, which is for my husband. I've also got from the internet some gluten-free bread mix, so I shall be trying to make my own bread as well, because it's these things that we're finding difficult to get, although our local shop does have quite a lot of gluten-free stuff. So yes, altogether that was £152.98. So if you're leaving at this point, thanks for watching, but if you're staying on, this is a little bit of some woodland near to where we live. So we walk along the main road with the dog, which we wouldn't do normally because it's so quiet. It's okay to do it at the weekend. Obviously she's on a lead, but we still wouldn't do it. So we walk up to this woodland, which is actually owned by one of our friends, and he lets us walk in there, and the bluebells are just coming out. I mean, they've only just started, so they're going to look so much better than that, but the smell was just amazing. And then here's Jess on the walk, and this is really good for her because obviously we can't take her anywhere other than walking from the house, and so it's great to come here because we can just let her loose and she doesn't have to be on the lead. And this is a really lovely oak woodland, and you can see that the oak trees are all twisted and gnarled, and it's just such a lovely place to go, and we are very, very lucky to have that on our doorstep. Anyway, so that's the shopping haul. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, if you're new here, welcome, and if you are, I don't want to say old here because that sounds wrong, but if you've been here before, thanks again for watching. It's always nice to have you here, and please feel free to leave some comments down below and we can have a bit of a chat about things. The haul thing, I know a few people have talked about this, about it being, you know, questionable whether you put these things on, but I think we do put them on because we're all in the same boat. We all need to feed our families. We're all doing the best that we can for our families with the best that we've got. So I'm putting mine on, and yeah, if you've made it this far, I'm guessing you like shopping hauls, and I'm guessing if you don't like shopping hauls, you would have jogged off quite some time ago. Anyway, yes, once again, stay safe, take care. I hope to see you again on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.